Tonight on News 5 Live, a violent weekend across the country. A missing man found murdered in Bermudan Landing. His suspected killer is shot dead by police in Cottontree Village. In Libertad Village, 20-year-old Jaquan Smith murders his common-law wife and hangs himself inside a holding cell. A bitter land dispute ends with the murder of Stephen Jorgensen, and the People's United Party launches its Belize City Council manifesto. These stories and more coming up on News 5 Live.
I'm connected. Yo.
I'm connected.
We're connected.
Create the perfect broadband bundle that fits your style with Smart Connect. With the Junior Bundle, get 50% off your national calls and up to 6 gigabytes of data at no extra cost. Get postpaid added for an additional cost of only $25 with the Prime Bundle. Stay connected with unlimited smart-to-smart calls plus 6,300 megabytes of data and free international minutes. For the family, pay $28.13 more and get the Binge Watchers bundle with Netflix. This bundle gives you 4 profiles with unlimited streaming on multiple devices. Visit a showroom near you to sign up and personalize your own bundle combination with Smart Connect. Smart, bringing people together.
With so many different styles of light bulbs, sometimes it's tricky to choose the right one. Whether it's a screw-in, candelabra base, or pins, we have what you need. From lamps to ceiling fans, floodlights or chandeliers, we have bulbs available in cool white, warm white, or daylight. All you have to do is choose. Once you have chosen your bulb, the final choice is technology. LED technology is energy efficient, long-lasting, produces a high-quality light, and saves you money. Choose wisely and let Benny's be your one-stop for lights. Benny's, quality and saving.
Discover a shopping experience like no other at the V Department Store. They carry a vast array of products at unbeatable prices. Elevate your shopping journey with affordability, diversity, and accessibility at the V. Conveniently located at 1745 Coney Drive in Belize City.
When you have an emergency, you need a comprehensive healthcare facility that puts your mind at ease every step of the way. BMA's Emergency Services offers patients fast access to vital healthcare services. Our quick emergency response protocols, particularly for strokes and heart attacks, ensure diagnostics begin rapidly. in many cases, even before the patients reach the hospital, so doctors can begin treatment faster, which means less waiting and less worrying. Our team of specialists, along with our 24/7 lab, pharmacy, and radiology departments, are committed to getting you back to the things you love most. A state-of-the-art facility with state-of-the-art care. Belize Medical Associates. We do care.
The municipal elections 2024 are just around the corner, and Channel 5 has you covered. The results of this decisive event will determine the direction taken by 7 towns and 2 cities over the course of the next 3 years. Join us for nationwide election coverage with impartial and insightful commentary and up-to-date statistics. With correspondents in every municipality, get a first-hand look at the pulse of the nation as the elections unfold. And while they can have their say,
this is my projection. 9 municipalities, and it is not far-fetched.
We are going to go blue, blue, blue down the line.
The voters will have their way. Tune in to Channel 5 at 6 a.m. on Wednesday, March 6th, and stay with us until the winners are confirmed. Stay up to date with our pre-election coverage on News 5, Open Your Eyes, and on our social media pages. Meet the candidates, follow them on the campaign trail, and have your say on the elections through our social media polls, because your voice matters. Don't miss the excitement and drama of the municipal elections 2024. Tune in to Channel 5 and join us for unrivaled coverage that puts you in the heart of the action.
This newscast is brought to you by the Belize Bank Limited. Our country, your bank.
Good evening and welcome to News 5 Live for Monday, March 4th. I am Sabrina Daly. We begin tonight's newscast with a murder in Bermudan Landing village. 40-year-old Shane Beiser was last heard from on Thursday of last week. He was reported missing several days later after efforts to locate him proved futile. This morning, his dog led a search party of relatives and friends to his badly decomposed body inside a shallow grave near his home. It is believed that Beiser knew his killer. This afternoon, police hunted down that suspect and shot him to death while attempting to detain him. We will tell you more about that later, but first we take you to Bermudan Landing Village, where News 5's Paul Lopez spent the morning alongside the search party until Beiser's body was discovered. Here's that report.
The badly decomposed body of 40-year-old Bermudan Landing businessman Shane Beiser was discovered in a shallow grave near his home. Beiser resided in a property that spanned several acres, which he used to take tourists on ecological tours. His cousin, Browning Williams, last heard from him on Thursday evening.
I spoke to Shane on Thursday, and he told me he may come to my house, but I'm in the city, me to work. So I tell him I'm not ready to come up yet. So I call him back when I think that I like minutes to 6 when I'm ready to go up, and he tell me, fam, I done the Lowe's. That's the Ladyville, right? That's Thursday. So I said, go through, fam. I said, because I still in the city. I said, but my boyfriend is home. So he said, all right, I just go in the yard. He said, I pass through because I have to go home. Go deal with something. That was Thursday. All right. So my cousin called me Friday. I said, call Shane and ask Shane how much for spend one night at the room because you know you gotta leave resort and thing. So I called Shane. Shane no answer me. Shane no seen me, and Shane no a person who always respond back to me. Even if he send me what text, he always respond back.
On Saturday, Williams took to social media to seek assistance in locating Beiser after receiving information that his house had been left open, but he was nowhere to be found. On Sunday morning, Williams and Bizar's sister, Stacey Bizar, visited the Ladyville police station to file a missing persons report. His family then organized a search party to canvass his property.
We came up yesterday and a lot of us, the family members and everybody, we walked the property and, we looked in some bushes. We took the boat down the river and saw nothing. And so we said, well, we're going to come back again this morning and try to find him again.
Yesterday when we came, they did the search yesterday. I came, God, this is after the police left. This is after forensic left. And I walked to the edge of Shane yard and my foot touched Shane ring. His ring was on the ground. And the ring may have a blood pan it. And I'm like, oh my God. I said, maybe my family try to show me a sign. The sign was that at their farm, no stop look for me. I'm right here.
Sunday's search also led to the discovery of a makeshift shed on the property near the river. The shed is believed to have been used by Bizar's killer as a hideout, as the suspect was wanted by police for questioning in connection with several other murders. There they discovered clothing, food, and a hammock. This morning, a group of relatives and friends from Bermudan Landing assembled in front of Bizar's home once more.
Basically to meet up out here and try to find him or any more clues that might lead us to where he might be.
An hour after they gathered, police officers began to show up on the scene. A team of heavily armed police officers joined a group of residents to search along one of the trails on the property. A second team proceeded to the riverbank to conduct searches on water. And just as that team was working to secure a canoe, a phone call came in with information that the first search party discovered what appeared to be a shallow grave near one of the unfinished cabanas on the property. The area of interest was discovered by Shadow, Bizar's dog. Shadow began to dig inside an unfinished septic tank that contained sand and broken branches.
Well, yesterday, when the women did the search yesterday, they called me and tell me that the vehicle had a cotton tree. Then they called me and tell me ocean body did a Hattieville, that a bus shed. Then they called and said all different kind of thing, like they tried to throw we off a truck for right there, so we part we there.
Bizar's pickup truck was discovered in St. Matthew's Village on Sunday. Moments after police identified the septic tank as an area of interest, scenes of crime personnel arrived at the location. They suited up and proceeded to remove the branches and dirt from inside the unfinished structure. There they found Bizar's badly decomposed body, much to the dismay of those who were gathered near the scene. What do you make of the information that he may have somehow not only known his killer, but that this person may have been hanging around? You know Shane.
Mm-hmm. Shane, I feel like Shane trusts too much people. Shane circle was too big, and everybody knows Shane. Like, what don't say about the community could tell about Shane. If you hungry, Shane will feed you. If you need someone to stay, Shane will make you stay. And I just feel like that made downfall.
News 5 understands that an attempt was made on Bizar's life 2 weeks ago in the village. Strangely, this morning someone used his Facebook page to post a Chevy Equinox for sale.
That's the thing that annoyed us, because then, somebody was obviously playing with us and stuff, and they were posting and, but that's...
Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.
We also heard from Commissioner of Police Chester Williams, who informed reporters that Cruz Castillo, a man known to police, was being sought for Bizar's murder. According to Compal Williams, Castillo was an employee of Bizar. Here's what he had to say.
The family of Mr. Bizar had reported him missing on Saturday, and since then the police have been extremely busy in rural Belize, searching for clues and whatever that may be able to lead the police to where Mr. Bizar may have been. We're hoping for the best, that he would have been found alive, but yesterday investigators found traces of blood inside the home and on a wheelbarrow, and so that began to indicate to the police that something fishy may have gone wrong. And again, the house was also found open, which, based on the accounts of the neighbors, is something that would not be usual in Mr. Bizar's movements. And so We continue to do our search, and we gathered certain information of a person who may have been involved, and that information led us to St. Matthew's Village, where Mr. Baiza's vehicle was recovered, not too far from the home of the brother of the person whom we had suspected, who I must say at this time is Juan Cruz Castillo. Again, this morning the police went back into the area of the Bermudan Landing, and they found a shallow grave, and inside that shallow grave the decomposed body of Mr. Baiza was found, and scenes of crime were called. They processed the scene, and we continue to look for the individual whom we believe was involved, Juan Cruz Castillo.
When police officers tracked down Cruz Castillo to detain him for questioning in connection with Shane Beiser's murder, things did not quite turn out as was planned. During the process of detention, Castillo reportedly pulled out a firearm at the officers. As a result, police fired back and fatally injured Castillo. Compa Williams told us more.
To give a history of Cruz Castillo, he recently got off a murder charge where the matter was nulle pros due to the fact that the witness did not appear in court. He was charged for the murder of an immigration employee, and following that matter, he was also the prime suspect in the disappearance of a taximan from Corozal town. He was also wanted for a rape in San Ignacio, where he raped a woman. He was wanted likewise for an aggravated assault in the Bermudan Landing area where he shot at somebody. He was also wanted for a burglary in Bermuda Landing where he broke into a house and steal a hammock and some other items. And he was also wanted for shooting at the police. On the Boom Road on a pursuit. And then again now for the murder of Ms. Shane Beiser. So Mr. Castillo has been extremely busy countrywide, moving around committing crime. And I must say that this afternoon, police in the St. Matthews, in the Cotton Tree area, were in search of Mr. Castillo, and they saw him. And upon seeing the police, he took out a 9mm pistol, and upon doing so, the police returned fire. They didn't wait for him to shoot. The police acted in defense of themselves, knowing the history of Mr. Castillo, and he was fatally shot by the police.
Any idea why Mr. Castillo would have wanted to kill Mr. Beiser? We understand that he may have been hiding out at his residence.
From what we gathered is that Mr. Castillo used to work for Mr. Beiser, and he knew that Mr. Beiser had gone to the bank to do a withdrawal, and he had asked Mr. Beiser for some money, and Beiser gave him $20 and told him to leave and not to return. That seems to have aggravated him, and based on that, he eventually did what he did to Mr. Beiser.
In the span of just a few days, a series of tragedies have befallen the quiet village of Libertad. On Saturday, March 2nd, Brianne Kyle, a 41-year-old American resident residing in Libertad, Corozal, was found dead inside her home next to her 10-month-old daughter, who fortunately was uninjured. Kyle's husband, 20-year-old Jaquan Smith, had informed the police of his wife's death while he was receiving treatment at a hospital for injuries suffered in a car crash. Smith was detained pending questioning in the alleged murder of his wife, but would later be found dead in his cell after seemingly committing suicide. News 5's Brittany Gordon reports.
Residents of Libertad are left in a state of shock after several devastating incidents occurred in succession within just 3 days. On Saturday, March 2nd, police responded to the reports of a road traffic accident between miles 74 and 75 of the Philip Golson Highway. When police arrived at the Corozal Community Hospital, where 20-year-old Jaquan Smith was receiving treatment for his injuries, he revealed that his wife had been murdered in their shared home in Libertad. The body was discovered by an Orange Walk taxi driver who had been contacted by Kyle's parents to investigate the scene on their behalf. There, he found 41-year-old Brianna Kyle deceased on her couch with multiple stab wounds. Also in the house was Kyle and Smith's infant child, unharmed aside from being left unattended to. According to residents of the neighborhood, the couple had recently moved in after Kyle's father, Leo Kyle, purchased the house.
I don't know them by name. I just saw them one day when I came from Belize and saw them. Who the person who bought the house from John Nelson, from my boss. He owned it, but he sold it to Mr. Leo, the previous the last owner who they said they killed her daughter.
So how long has Mr. Leo's family been living in there?
Well, they just came down from the States, I would say about 2 months, not so long.
According to Tech, the couple was unfamiliar to most of the villagers, since they had recently relocated to Libertad and that the house was a short distance from their nearest neighbor. Are they integrated into the village? Do people know them well?
No, not no much. Only one guy know him, the guy that do mechanic work for them, a guy to the back there. So that he's the one who when Mr. Leo heard that they killed his daughter, he called the guy and told him to take care of the baby while he come back from States.
Upon hearing the news, Cal's father flew to Belize on Sunday, but would receive more unfortunate news as the suspected murderer was found dead in his prison cell this morning at Corozal Police Station. According to the Police Commissioner Chester Williams, Smith died by hanging himself.
We had an incident in Corozal where a young American fella was accused of killing his wife. He was eventually intercepted by the police at a traffic accident scene in Corozal and taken into custody. This morning the police went to clean a cell. He was in a cell block, alive and well, and the police left to retrieve the prisoner food and returned about 10 minutes later. And upon return, they found him hanging in the cell by his pants, with his pants. So he took off his long pants that he was wearing and hung himself, so he is now deceased.
Williams stated that the police overseeing Smith's detainment had carried out their duties correctly and that the situation was an unfortunate incident.
Very unfortunate situation. I know that some might want to say the police could have done more, but the police would normally do cell block checks like every half an hour. And if they had just cleaned the cell and 10 minutes return with food to feed the man, I will not be able to see where the police would have faltered in that situation. So it's an unfortunate situation, but again, we have to deal with that.
Brittany Gordon for News 5.
In the case of the Libertad murder-suicide of husband and wife Brianne Kyle and Jaquan Smith, we spoke with Commissioner of Police Chester Williams for more information. According to Williams, despite an existing policy to relieve detainees of items that would be harmful to them, the police department is not in a position to have detainees remove articles of clothing. Here's Williams with the update.
Saturday in the morning, police responded to a traffic accident on the Belize Corozal Road, in just on the outskirts of Corozal town, where they encounter an American male individual. He was taken to the Corozal Community Hospital, where he received medical treatment, and there the police learned that his wife has been murdered. Police eventually detained him, and he was taken to the Corozal police station while police had gone to his home in Libertad to investigate. Upon police arrival there, the lifeless body of his wife was found inside the home, and police also found a shallow grave that was being dug. Believe it was dug with the intent of disposing of the body of his wife. He eventually told the police that someone had gone into the home and killed his wife, and he was trying to bury the body instead of reporting it to the police. Nonetheless, the police did not buy that story. All indications were that he was the one who actually killed his wife. If a matter of fact, there were some collaboration from a family friend of the wife, whom were notified by the wife's parents that something was going on at the house between the two, and the family friend was summoned to go to the house to secure the safety of the child, which the family friend eventually did. So the investigation were ongoing, and this morning the police went to clean the cell block, and the male prisoner was still in custody, alive and well. And police eventually left to go and retrieve the prisoner food, and returned 10 minutes later. Upon their return, they found him hanging from the bar of the cell with his long pants that he was wearing at the particular time. And so we're currently dealing with that matter now as a case of suicide.
What have officers said about his state of mind, or apparent state of mind?
Well, from what I am getting, there was nothing to indicate that he would have committed suicide. But part of the protocol that we normally do is to make sure that whenever we have a prisoner in custody, whether there is signs of them wanting to commit suicide or not, we would normally take away items from them that we believe they can use to commit suicide. So like a shoelace, a belt, or anything of that sort. But we cannot go to the extent of removing a person's clothing. That would be tantamount to cruel and inhumane treatment. So that extent we normally go to.
Have the police been able to speak to maybe of the residents or any of their family members to find out whether it was a history of domestic violence or whether there was any troubles in this relationship?
Well, like I said, the police spoke to a family friend who was who got a call from the family of the female, the wife, who told this family friend certain things, and that information has been communicated to the police, and it's a part of the investigation.
Was there any history? Had she made any prior report?
At this time, I can say no.
A child was also in the house, we understand, an infant?
Yeah, the child was secured by the family friend who was called by the wife relatives from the States. So I think that child has been turned over to social, and while we try to work through the U.S. Embassy to see if there is going to be any family member of the wife who would come to claim the child.
Isn't it factual, however, that he had already tried to harm himself by getting into the accident, which, as I understand it, was a deliberate act on his part?
Well, I can't say if the accidents were deliberate on his part. And again, he was in custody from Friday, and he didn't try or attempted to have committed suicide. So I can't say, no.
Coming up, land dispute on Rio Bravo Crescent turns deadly.
Forever Belize 2024. Vote PUP 11.
Stay on track.
Stay on track.
Stay on track.
And vote back, Mr. Wagner.
Who always there with we? Here we come for tree.
He's a good man, a man of his word, a man of God.
And the people's people, I don't know. Somebody who I know from, I was a little boy, on 2 King Street right there when he used to hang out a record shop. Hard working man.
You know, man who listen to the people.
The man that wants to was man.
On March 6th.
One thing, stay on track.
Vote back.
Bernard Wagner and the Belize City Council.
Bernard Wagner, the man for the job. Bernard Wagner, win again. Bernard Wagner, on March 6th. Vote PUP. Bernard Wagner, the man for the job. Bernard Wagner, win again. Bernard Wagner, on March 6th. Vote PUP.
Unwrap the joy of crystal clear picture and sound from Iowa, the brand that offers you affordability and exceptional quality. Iowa has a wide range of exceptional products to choose from, such as TVs, speakers, headphones, home appliances, and much more at affordable prices that won't break the bank. Enhance your audio-visual entertainment experience with Iowa, and for your convenience, parts are readily available in country for hassle-free maintenance. You can find Iowa products at your local electronics store countrywide. Choose Iowa, the best in home entertainment and household appliances.
It is undeniable that Belize City thrives under UDP. And once again, Belize City is ready for leadership that works, a leadership that not only promises but delivers. Our mayoral candidate, Nelma Mortis Jones, is a beacon of hope and action. She is joined by a diverse and hard-working team: Horace Alford, Brian Audinet, Alicia Craig, Leon Guild, Samson Jacobs, Tyrone Loriano, Victor Miguel, Angeli Perez, Jason Stain, and Tatiana Young. With Nelma Jones Mortis and her team, Belize City will witness a new dawn of leadership that works and delivers. On March 6, vote UDP 11.
We are gathered here to celebrate not just the construction of a building, but the embodiment of hope, the promise of progress, and the commitment to the well-being of our beloved communities in San Pedro and Kikaka.
This project is a catalyst for positive change, providing vital resources to uplift health, tourism, and the development of the community.
I am moved. I am so proud to celebrate this major accomplishment for our community and for our government for seeing through yet another Plan Belize commitment.
We are so much closer to that day when a beautiful edifice will occupy the space and offer its patrons, its patients, life-saving healthcare and attention.
Me llamo Gary Mato, estoy corriendo por el Partido Amarillo, People Democratic Movement. Quiero toda la gente el cerrar de Belice que sale en marzo el 6, 2024, venir a votar por nosotros el 11 nosotros vamos a trabajar por la gente. Por favor, salir a luchar, tener una buena vida. Este es el tiempo por cambiar el país, el city. Necesita comprar bastantes cosas. Salir y venir a votar en marzo del 6, 2024, el Partido Amarillo, el People Democratic Movement.
Weapons and ammunition must never ever be together.
Before I take that drink, I need to put the firearm away.
I dare say this document is revolutionary in spots. Daring. Some will say it's impossible, cannot be done. I say, watch we.
Well, we've been watching Minister Hyde. Plan Belize promised to improve the economy. But prices are only going up. Cost of living is through the roof. Exports are crashing. Meanwhile, Belizeans are still taxed to death under punishing pump prices. And what do we have to show for it? Promised a safer society, but innocent children are still being killed in the streets. Plan Belize promised to transform agriculture, but the PUP has allowed the importation of basic vegetables to be controlled by a well-connected cartel. Plan Belize? More like Plan B.
It's impossible, cannot be done.
Congratulations! You are a winner of Digi's Live for Free!
The usual, money? Brother, pull out this time, because I did live free. I can't believe it! I did live for free!
This is it. We're down to the final stretch. Municipal elections are here, and the options are day and night. For months, the UDP has conducted a campaign of negativity and nothing. They have criticized everything done in the last 3 years and have launched personal, petty attacks. That's the negativity. At the same time, they are campaigning on nothing. No record, no work, no accomplishments, no vision. They have nothing, nada, just the usual promises. The PUP has campaigned on a proven record. 3 years of hard work, service, and commitment. 3 years of Plan Belize and concrete achievements in all our municipalities. In just a little over 3 years, the PUP has done far more than was done in 13 under the UDP. That is a fact. That is the truth. On March 6th, in every municipality, Corozal, Orange Walk, San Pedro, Belmopan, Dangriga, Punta Gorda, Benqueviejo, San Ignacio, Santa Elena, and in Belize City, we will go full blue. We to stay on track with the PUP.
So the doctor has given me 5 days off. How do I get paid from Social Security?
This is how Social Security works for sickness benefits. First, you must check that you qualify. You must be between the ages of 14 and 65. You must be employed when you got sick. You must be an insured contributor. Have made 50 paid contributions. Have made 5 paid contributions within 13 weeks immediately before getting sick. To ensure that your processing goes smoothly, be sure to complete and submit your claim form within 4 days of the first day of illness.
Thanks, I get it now.
Social Security, safeguarding you, your family, your future.
Widdy up, widdy back again. Widdy up, widdy win again. Widdy up, widdy back again. Team Mariano. Widdy up, let the change continue. And I know all of the seats for myself. How, Mr. Man, the beautifying and Grigger. We have to keep who the work to we. PUP7, down the line. When it comes to hard work and dedication, Mr. Morris always because he understands. And we can't forget the councillors. This year team ready for the victory.
A land dispute in the Faubourg Road extension area has left one man dead. On Sunday night, a single gunshot was fired in the direction of Stephen Jorgensen during a quarrel he was having with a relative over a piece of land he was occupying on Rio Bravo Crescent. His alleged killer, identified as Bernard Talbert, is on the lam, and police are looking for him in Belize District. This morning, the Belize Police Department issued a wanted poster for information on Talbert's whereabouts. He is also considered armed and dangerous. Here's more from Assistant Commissioner of Police, Gilberto Romero.
On Sunday, the 30th of March 2024, around 8:45 p.m., police responded to a shooting incident at Rio Bravo Crescent, where upon arrival, they saw Stephen Jorgensen with a gunshot injury. Paramedics arrived at the location. Thereafter, he was taken to the KHMH, where he was pronounced dead on arrival. Investigation revealed that Stephen Jorgensen was at home when Bernard Talbert arrived there, and they had a dispute over land. Bernard Talbert produced a firearm and fired one shot, causing the fatal injury. We are presently looking for him. He's wanted for the crime of murder.
Was he holding a family hostage, sir? That's what we heard.
No, he came there and they had a dispute, and he pointed the firearm at the other family members who were at the house at the time.
There are allegations that he may have made threats to the family some time back. Are you aware? Are you aware of it?
They had issues over the land where the murder happened, and so he came back with a firearm and shot the deceased.
Any idea where the suspect might have fled?
We are looking for him at this time. We believe he's in the rural area. Yes, we believe he's armed and dangerous. He is in possession of a firearm.
Is it a licensed firearm?
We have not traced that it is a licensed firearm.
Is he the owner of a licensed firearm?
No, he's not.
63-year-old American national Anki Doem was convicted of cruelty to a child and remanded to prison until her sentencing on Thursday, March 14th. High Court Judge Derek Sylvester remanded Doem based on the unanimous guilty verdict returned by a 9-member jury. The court found that Doem willfully neglected her adopted daughter, 13-year-old Faylin Cannon, between January 1st of 2017 and July 3rd of 2017 in San Pedro town. Despite Doem's claims of innocence, the Director of Public Prosecution, Sherilyn Vidal, argued that Faylin suffered neglect and malnutrition, ultimately leading to her death. During the trial, the DPP presented several pieces of evidence, including testimony from Cannon's sister and medical reports alleging that Doem failed to provide proper care for her daughter, leading to her death from chest compression injuries. Doem's attorney Adolph Lucas Sr. argued that it was Doem's husband who was responsible for Phelan's death. He said that Phelan was entrusted to David Doem, who committed suicide months later. Lucas told the jury that his client left Phelan in David's care after she was diagnosed with cancer. The jury did not buy it and unanimously found Doem responsible for Phelan's untimely death. A woman who attacked her husband with a knife on Saturday morning was detained by police following the incident, but it is not certain if any charges will be brought against her. That is because the virtual complainant has indicated that he does not want any charges to be brought against the woman. The incident happened in the family yard through Rayburn's Alley in Belize City, and it reportedly erupted after the man accused her of having an affair with someone else, and then slapped the breakfast that she had just served him off the table. Enraged by his accusation and behavior, the woman walked out of the yard, but returned, reportedly armed with a knife, and attacked him. The two then had a scuffle during which the man was injured superficially. Within a minute, a family member intervened and disarmed the woman with the knife. Today, News 5 visited the residence where the victim said that they have worked out their problems and that he does not want any court action against his common-law wife. A 20-year-old Ladyville resident is dead following a road traffic accident on Sunday. According to reports, William Fox was riding his motorcycle on the airport road in Ladyville when he collided into an SUV. Fox was flung from his bike and sustained severe injuries to the head and body. Unfortunately, the 20-year-old died at the scene. Police are yet to issue an official report on this incident. A police officer of San Ignacio has been arrested and charged for sexually assaulting a female colleague inside the San Ignacio police station. The incident, which was captured on surveillance camera, happened on Valentine's Day, February 14th. A 40-year-old woman who was on duty at the precinct reported that Derman Dawson, an officer whom she has known for the past 9 years, groped her. When she reacted by smacking him while attempting to free herself, Dawson then physically assaulted her. It's a repulsive video, one that Commissioner of Police Chester Williams has also reacted to.
I found that video to be extremely disgusting and troubling. And right away upon seeing it, I gave directive that the police corporal be arrested and charged and interdicted from duty. And my exact words were this. I'm going to tell you. I'm just going to remove the profanities. That, you want that, that we are in an organization where men believe that this is a man's job. We have gone beyond that now. This is no longer a man's job. It is a job for both men and women. And as male or as men in this organization, we must respect our women counterparts. We cannot be in an environment where the women believe that they have no say, they have no rights, and that the male can just trample over them. So long as I sit as Commissioner of Police, I'm not going to allow or entertain any such behavior on the part of any male police officers. And it was on that premise that I instructed what needs to be done. Again, Jules, it goes to show that the camera inside the police station are extremely helpful to us, because it, like you have there with you, the footage from the police station, it shows exactly what transpired, and we were able to act decisively based on that.
A fight inside Taboo nightclub in San Ignacio on Sunday morning resulted in the arrest of 42-year-old Rajiv Memi, the proprietor of the establishment. Police report that they responded to the location and saw Memi, who appeared to be under the influence of alcohol. Memi reportedly approached the officers and shoved him in the chest. A search of the businessman yielded a firearm, which he was asked to produce a license for. He then reportedly said he needed to call his wife to locate the license. The call was instead placed to the officer's superiors back at the station, who instructed them to release Memi and return his firearm. When Memi was given the firearm, he allegedly loaded the weapon and raised it in the officer's direction before insulting him. Here's more from Compal Chester Williams.
That's a matter that I find extremely troubling, and I explained that this morning to officers in conference, that I do not endorse the action of the OC in terms of releasing the man. Yes, the man has a story that is inconsistent with what the officers are saying, but he was already in custody. They could have investigated and verified which of the two sides were not telling the truth, and then based on that make a determination. But for the OC to have just ordered that the man be released without even investigating to see whether or not he's speaking the truth or the officers are telling the truth, I find that to be extremely wrong, and I told that to Mr. Franco this morning in conference. I've since directed that they put together an investigative team, because I'm sure that the liquor establishment has camera and should be able to pick up what actually transpired, as well as the police station also has camera that should pick up what transpired. So I have directed the Western Regional Commander to ensure that the investigative team goes to these different locations, retrieve the camera footages, look at it, and based on that we're going to make a determination. Now, in terms of the man being intoxicated or believed to have been intoxicated whilst in possession of a firearm, then by all means, my policy is, and I'm extremely strict where that is concerned, that the firearm should have been confiscated by the police and the proper investigation conducted, and maybe even go to the extent of charging him for being in possession of a firearm whilst under the influence. That was not done, and again, I have an issue with that.
After the break, PUP Municipal slate launches 2024 to 2027 manifesto.
On Wednesday, 6 March 2024, voters in all 9 municipalities will have an opportunity to elect the members to constitute their councils. On your ballot, it is your decision and choice for your respective municipality. Exercise it. Let your decision be your choice. Disabled, elderly, and pregnant women will be given priority. The voter enters the polling station and shows her voter identification card. The poll clerk announces her name in an audible voice. The first poll clerk verifies the particulars of the voter on the voters list, while the second poll clerk verifies the particulars in the binder. The voter's name is then ruled off from the voters list. The voter is then required to show her right index finger to ensure that she has not yet voted. The voter's right index finger is then dipped up to the first joint in the indelible ink. The voter is then directed to the presiding officer, who then initials a ballot paper and issues it to the voter. The voter then proceeds to the polling booth and marks a cross on the right-hand side of the ballot paper, opposite the name of each candidate of her choice. When the voter has marked her vote, she folds the ballot paper so as to conceal the vote and shows the presiding officer her initials, then places the ballot paper inside the ballot box. The voter then exits the polling station. Remember, you are permitted to vote for 1 mayor and 10 councilors for Belize City and 1 mayor and 6 councilors for Belmopan City and Towns. Electors are encouraged to take along their voter identification card to their polling station to facilitate the process. Your ballot paper will be considered void and not counted if it does not have the presiding officer's initial, if the voter has voted for more candidates than there are seats, if the ballot paper is not marked for any candidate, if the ballot paper contains any mark that can identify the voter, and if the ballot paper is unmarked or void for uncertainty. Let your decision be your choice. Your vote matters. A message brought to you by the Election and Boundaries Department.
El siguiente es un espacio político y pagado.
Un voto por People Democratic Movements es un voto por el amor de la gente común, recuperar la justicia, la igualdad y la libertad para todos. People Democratic Movement promete acabar con la corrupción y el despilfarro del dinero de los contribuyentes. People Democratic Movement apoya a los maestros, el departamento de policía, las enfermeras, los funcionarios públicos y a nuestros beliceños. Así que a partir de hoy hagamos responsables a todos los líderes de sus acciones.
El anterior fue un espacio político y pagado.
For more than 30 years, CAM2 has been a supplier of premium quality lubricants to distributors across the U.S. and abroad. With its roots in auto racing, the brand began as a joint venture by Sun Oil Company, General Motors, and Roger Penske to develop a superior performance motor oil that propelled Penske Racing to a victory in the Indy 500 race. Turning its success on the track into confidence on the road, premium CAM2 lubricants were developed and offered to consumers as do-it-yourself automotive products beginning in 1975. Beginning modestly with just a few items, the brand has grown tremendously and now offers hundreds of automotive, industrial, commercial, and performance products to its customers across the U.S. and around the world. Superior quality, outstanding value, unmatched service.
At CAM2, we're committed to you.
Available at your CAM2 distributor in Belize. Enrique Martinez & Sons Limited, 2 miles, Philip Colson Highway, Belize City.
PUP, so we dey on the road, on the road, on the road. 14 days, so we dey on the road, on the road. PUP forward. Tell them we stay on track, we stay on track, we stay on track, we stay on track. PUP forward. Tell them we stay on track, we stay on track, we stay on track, we stay on track. Me say we constructing homes, so we stay on the track. We building roads, so we stay on the track. Fix the healthcare, so we stay on the track. Creating jobs, so we stay on the track. On track. PUP carry the country on top. Forward bellies and people don't stop. And this a one time we will never turn back. Cause a PUP keep the people on track. PUP,
We on the right direction. We got to keep it going non-stop. One PUP family, and we going to stay on track.
Me say we moving forward. PUP forward, bellies and up. Get ready, cause we moving. PUP forward. Tell them we stay on track. We stay on track. We stay on track. We stay on track. PUP forward. Tell them we stay on track. We stay on track. We stay on track. We stay on track. All the garbage on the road. We clean that street when need fi fix. We pave that bridge when need fi build. We build that canal when need fi fix. We fix that. PUP carry the country on top. Forward bellies and people don't stop. And this a one time we will never turn back. Cause a PUP keep the people on track.
We on the right direction. We got to keep it going non-stop. One PUP family, and we going to stay on track.
Me say we moving forward. PUP forward, bellies and up. Me say we moving forward. Get ready, cause we moving. PUP forward. Tell them we stay on track. We stay on track. We stay on track. We stay on track. PUP forward. Tell them we stay on track. We stay on track. We stay on track. We stay on track.
Design Depot, your all-in-one destination for transforming your living spaces. Explore the world of GE with our selection of cutting-edge appliances for functional, convenient, and modern living. find solutions for every paint project, from home to industrial, with our extensive selection of Sherwin-Williams paints and coatings. Safeguard your home with the durability of our weather-resistant windows and doors. Elevate your kitchen and bath with the timeless elegance of Kohler sinks and faucets. Transform your space with our constantly refreshed tile inventory, always embracing the latest tile trends. Design Depot, your source for innovation, inspiration, and impeccable design. Design Depot, all in one place.
Hola benqueños, mi nombre es Marco Tezucum, un maestro de por vida y un orgulloso hijo de nuestro pueblo. Hoy nuestra ciudad se enfrenta a desafíos. Nuestros jóvenes anhelan más actividades, más oportunidades, más razones para soñar. Me presento a alcalde porque creo en Benque, en nuestro potencial. Juntos podemos revitalizar nuestra ciudad, especialmente para nuestra generación más joven. Imagina un Benque donde los parques estén llenos de vida y risas, donde el deporte sea una puerta a la formación del carácter y donde nuestros jóvenes reciban formación para los trabajos del mañana. Con experiencia y corazón de servicio, estoy listo para guiarnos hacia un futuro para que Benque brille más que nunca. Únete por nuestra ciudad, por nuestro futuro. Vota UDP 7 el 6 de marzo.
Naked Shine and the UDP could say what they want, but people know better. The PUP they work for day one in every municipality, every community. They no play. Mobile clinic for deal with land issues, house for deserving Belizeans. Jobs like never before, and we mean real jobs. Roads to pave all over, bridge the bill, free education in a high school. Free internet in 197 schools. Schools that get built. Health centers get built. Listen, we never see this kind of work under the UDP. Never ever. This the Belizean taxpayer dollars at work. This the how it's supposed to be. Under the UDP, only God and their worthless one know where the tax dollars gone. Cause they certainly never help none of we. March 6th, make we get it right. Ina Corozal, Orange Walk, San Pedro, Belmopan, Dangriga, Punta Gorda, Benque Viejo, San Ignacio, Santa Elena, and for sure in a Belize City. We the stay on track with the PUP.
While you cannot prevent accidents from happening, you can take steps to protect yourself from the financial burden that can result from an accident. Our Fungi Life Insurance Personal Accident Plan is the solution for you. With our personal accident plan, you are covered anywhere in the world. This plan pays out a benefit for any dismemberment, as the benefit is paid directly to you. It can also cover the need for medical artificial appliances such as wheelchair, crutches, hearing aid, and prosthetics. In the event life is lost due to an accident, the personal accident plan pays out the insured amount to the beneficiaries. Now, you can live with the confidence that we have you covered. Let the RFNG Life team assist you in planning for your future. Call us today at 221-5143 or visit our website at rfglife.com. RFNG Life Insurance, the Life Company.
This UDP team think that San Pedro don't forget are the 18 years of corruption, neglect, and abuse that Danny Guerrero, Manuel Heredia, and the UDP make San Pedro go through. Why teacher will cry and complain about the new developments where they happen for the people at the island, but never say nothing when his master puppets may take the taxpayers' money for themselves? Where are the records of the money collected from the bridge gone? We know that not to build a new one. Why is it that before they left office, no revenue record from 2019 to 2021 made about? Wait, what happened to the millions of dollars they borrow and refinance 5 times and they never pay back? You must think it gone for building Lee roads. No PUP pay for that too. You could believe this madness? Teacher Will can't say nothing because his masters Manuel and Danny still call the shots. New faces, same corruption. Voting for Teacher Will that like you to vote for Danny all over again. We don't need another crack house town council. In 3 years, Wally Nunez and his team done return financial stability to San Pedro, and he done more work than the United Duppy Party ever do in 18 years. And this is why San Pedro is stay on track.
Tonight on Meet the Candidates, we hit the streets with the People's Democratic Movement, a third party led by Esteban Pereira Sr. They are contesting the seats at City Hall and are hoping to form the next Belize City Council. In tonight's episode, we will introduce you to several of the candidates who share their reasons for joining the political fray. Here's News 5's Isani Catano.
The viability of a third-party option in today's political landscape is one that the masses of Belizean voters are yet to fully grasp. Traditionally, most of the ballots cast on election day are in favor of the established mass parties. Independents and third-party candidates are often seen as nothing more than nominees whose votes take away from either of the two recognized political organizations, in this case, the People's United Party and the United Democratic Party.
The time is ripe. It is not me who's going to win this election. It is the people of Belize that will win this election because they are fed up, they are tired, and they want something new. They want changes. And the only changes will come is with the People's Democratic Movement. Time for a change.
Esteban Pereira Sr. is not a newcomer to electoral politics. In fact, he has run on previous occasions and those bids were unsuccessful. This time, however, he has assembled a team of councillor candidates that is supporting his bid for City Hall. Together, they are the People's Democratic Movement.
Being a part of PDM is simply because with my identity, I want to be able to bring that to Belizeans as well. Know who you are, know what you stand for, so that at the beginning of the day and at the ending of the day, you are confident with the things that you have done, with the choices that you have made.
PDM boasts 3 female candidates. Alicia Egan is 21 years old, and this is her foray into politics at the municipal level.
As a young person, all of us want change, and I want to change too. I just want all of us to come together as one, doesn't matter what age you are. We all have the same basic needs and the same wants too, so that's why I decided.
How prepared are you that once you're elected on March 6th that you hit the ground running in terms of getting the work done?
I'm very prepared. I'm willing to, do what it takes, and also I'm taking this head on. I'll come with all the power I got, so there's nothing no one can do or say that will change my attitude or our attitude as a movement for our country, Belize.
Third parties often focus on specific issues that may not receive adequate attention from the major parties. By championing niche causes, they bring these topics to the forefront of public discourse.
My reason for stepping to the fore in terms of the PDM is that I feel that the time has come for change. Both of the quote-unquote mass parties have been playing musical chairs both at the municipal level as well as at the national level. And it has not been well for the citizens of Belize City, and certainly not the country. And you could measure it anyway. You could measure it in terms of crime. You could measure it in terms of poverty. You could measure it in terms of literacy. All the indicators are there.
And The PDM is looking closely at those pointers with a view to address the root causes from a social perspective. As a movement, it seeks to give a voice to the marginalized communities and advocate for their rights.
We all are taxpayers, so they're saying, we need to stop the wasteful spending of taxpayers' money. So as a result of that, if we're elected on March 6th, 30 days after the election, post-election, 30 to 90 days, I'd say, we're going to work on releasing an audit report to the public so that we can include the citizenry in what we're doing.
I've been on the ground working and campaigning, and I've interacted with a lot of folks, and if the Belizean people, they vote like how they talk, we shouldn't have a problem. We should be easy victory for us. Because a lot of people, a lot of Belizeans fed up with both parties. Both sides, they're very fed up and they want a change, and the people, democratic movements is here for that.
Reporting for News 5, I am Isani Cayetano.
The People's United Party's municipal slate today released its 2024 to 2027 manifesto at the Swift Hall in Belize City. The document, titled Stay Pan Track, encapsulates how a new PUP Belize City Council slate will address the needs and concerns of over 70,000 residents of the 10 zones in Belize City, if it is re-elected to office on Wednesday. While the party's detractors have used the late launch to suggest that the PUP does not have a solid plan, today the former mayor and his former deputy, Alan Pollard Jr., clarified that he and his team had to first go and meet with the residents to come up with the priority areas that they need to address. News 5's Marian Ali was present for the launch and filed this report.
The launch of the PUP's manifesto comes a mere 2 days before Wednesday's municipal elections. In presenting the document, former Deputy Mayor Alan Pollard Jr. explained that the candidates had to meet with the residents first. He shared a few of those demands from the residents.
It is only when the people are being real, is when we understand their positions and their needs. And it is only when we are being real with them and real with ourselves that we can deliver for them. So yes, we did a lot of streets, but we need more drains. Yes, we have the downtown super sale on Saturday, but what we are doing for Sunday. And yes, Minister, Gungulung look like states. But the people, they want to know when we are reach Penn Road Extension and Crewman. Definitely. Thanks, PM. And we love the Berja Field. But we want one backyard a lake. And Mr. Usher, we want one for Jane Usher as well. Yes, we had 6 cohorts of the BCAP program that assisted many small businesses and had owners with startup capital. But we are ready, Mayor, for cohort 7, 8, 9, 10. We are listening, people, and we heard you loud and clear. This document is proof of that.
In the manifesto, the PUP municipal slate proposes to replace the Belize City Swing Bridge and the Belcan Bridge, rehabilitate 200 more streets, maintain and shape 150 miles of drains throughout the city, and work with the Belize Tourism Board to promote a cleaner city. Former Mayor Bernard Wagner is making his 3rd bid for that post, and he agreed that although it is one municipality, there are different needs coming out of the 10 areas of Belize City.
How we could bring out one manifesto we represent the people before we meet the people. It can't happen. You understand? We had to ensure that this document was a stay on track, really reflect what the people want in the city, right? The people, our fluid situation, the needs of people are diverse, right? The needs of
residents living in Collet or in the Port Loyola area are different from the needs of people living in a Freetown or living in a Caribbean Shores constituency. So all of this our mix. And as we traverse, we understood the mix and we understood the needs. And we understood that, listen, everybody have needs, but some needs are different. And so we ensured that we captured all of those needs within the scope of our Stay on Track manifesto.
Prime Minister John Briceño, who was present for the occasion, told the gathering that a manifesto that is for the people should reflect what the people need.
A city is more than just streets and drains and picking up the garbage. A city is where you can make it a vibrant community, where you feel happy, where you can feel safe, where you can create opportunities that you can say, I am a proud resident of Belize City. We have to continue the work. We have to stay on track to continue the development of Belize City. We have to stay on track if we want to make sure that we could get the bridges done and fix the streets and the drains and the parks and help young people.
The candidates all attached their signatures to the manifesto during the presentation of the document today. Belize City, which forms one of the 9 municipalities that will hold elections on Wednesday, has 11 of the 67 seats countrywide. Reporting for News 5, I'm Marion Ali.
The political climate in San Ignacio and Santa Elena makes for an interesting one. All because for the past 3 years, the mayor and one of the councillors were UDP, while the remainder of the councillors were PUP. While that equation brought on its own challenges due to continued internal bickering among councillors and a mayor that did not see eye to eye, history has shown that most times, city or town halls that hail from the opposing side have even more challenges when they have to work with a different government. Today, the PUP's mayoral candidate for Belize City, Bernard Wagner, agreed that having political alignment makes the work easier and that much more can be accomplished, and that the team that he has is one that is formidable with a positive energy.
The main thing there is about ensuring that you have a national and a subnational government working in tandem. That's what development occurs when you have synchronicity and you have the same energies and you have the subnational and the national being at the same political persuasion. That's how development occurs in any modern city. Clearly, pandemic always was an issue with us getting on track, because that really took away from our resources, and now that has been getting back to where it normally is. And so we are confident that we are able to work in tandem with national government to drive development for the city.
Mayor, specifically on drainage, what is the commitment if you win again?
Getting back to the basics, drainage. We have done a lot of streets. That drainage always not sexy, but we want to ensure that we get back to the basics. Chopping the grass, digging the drains, ensuring the streets are maintained, the parks are maintained, but never forgetting that we have 730 streets in the city, and some of those still need the occasional repairs. I believe that this team really have a better type of energy, positive energy, always important in any team. You can't say what will happen in the future, but you manage it.
One of the questions posed to Wagner had to do with the source of campaign financing. The former mayor said that financing for their campaign is not an issue that he is responsible for or tasked to come up with. In fact, Wagner indicated that it is his party's national entity that is tasked with coming up with the funds for their campaign. And as for the coverage of the campaign, Wagner said that while he could not walk the city's over 700 streets to reach every household, they've covered quite a lot by splitting up the groups.
I just do my campaign. That is essentially what I do. I can't worry about funding. Who fund the ads, that is from a national perspective, so I don't get involved with that. I make sure my energy is focused on the campaign.
Have you reached all divisions now?
I've went to all divisions, may not have went on all streets. That's very tough. 700 plus streets tough, but I've covered a lot of ground, and by splitting up the teams, we have been able to maximize our efforts.
When we return, Sakot's on track to acquire multi-purpose center.
Dear voter, a manifesto is a kind of statement of ideas, of ambition, of dreams for our future, for our administration. It's supposed to be a blueprint and an article of faith. It won't always go as planned, but it is supposed to be a guide, a blueprint for success. We have had many successes over the last 6 years while laboring under the worst of conditions. A hostile UDP government for 3 years, the once-in-a-century calamity of COVID. Then the treacherous Hurricane Lisa threatened to derail all the advances we had made coming out of the pandemic. But still we rose, we persevered, we endured, we conquered. We demonstrated resiliency. We have been able to pay our bills, provide for our staff, supported and inspired many families and children. Establish a department to attend grieving mothers who have lost children to gun violence. Build 90 cement and paved streets in the last year alone, a total of 140 in the last 3 years. Renovated and built many parks, dug many drains, took away tons of garbage. We've even attempted to provide some spiritual upliftment to our families. But still, we have some ways to go. Still, there are things left undone. Things we believe we can get done in tandem with a friendly central government. Together we can accomplish much of what have been left undone. But first, we must get back to the basics. We must ensure that our drains are dug and clean, our grass cut, our garbage carried away, our streets better, our parks and playgrounds kept inviting, our sports programs plentiful and wholesome, our communities safe and sound. We must stay upon track. We must do more of what we have been doing, but do it even better. We must make this city the best little city this side of the hemisphere. We must make it the best destination for all visitors and residents alike. We must work in partnership with all our stakeholders, but above all, we must always be about the people. Always be about love. We do that and we can't go wrong. We do that and we will continue to fill the pages of the future with stories of success and advances, of love and community, of the physical and the spiritual. We do that and the sky is the limit for our beautiful city by the Caribbean Sea. Sincerely, your mayor.
Our cherished Punta Gorda town stands at the dawn of renewal. It's time for Mekwit Tech Back PG for we, with a team dedicated to our town's prosperity. Meet the team leading this charge. Franklin Crankapolonia for mayor, joined by Kathy Burns, Carl 86 Cabral, Kevin Chuck, Selene Kos, Victor Jacobs, and Jaren Lambe. This is our team, ready to take back Punta Gorda for our people. Together, we can ensure a prosperous, united and vibrant Punta Gorda. Join us and make with Tech Back PG for we. Vote UDP 7 on March 6.
Two teams fighting for position. Two teams fighting for a city. Only one can prevent.
Defenders don't frighten nobody.
Police City, your high-octane, sharp-shooting, high-flying Police City Defenders returns home, boasting a 4-0 record and are hopeful and eager to serve up a loss to their intercity rivals, the Venice Hurricanes. Muy Uno Resort and Old Capital Sports get set to bring the biggest Friday Night Lights episode of this 2024 BEPL season. And it goes down this Friday, March 8th, inside the Police City Civic Center. Fans, look out for major giveaways like resort stays courtesy Muy Uno and our big halftime 1, 2, 3 cooking oil challenge for not 1, not 2, not 3, but $4,000 in whole hard cash. Don't miss it. Sponsors.
Make we no lie. Cost of living, that was a real problem. But if you believe this is a fool one where they say if you vote for UDP in a match, cost of everything going down overnight, something have to wrong with you. The fact is that a lot of countries they struggle, even big countries like the US. Things not back to normal worldwide with COVID and with the war in Russia. But that's why this government subsidized the bakers and the productive sectors and the transportation sectors and the tourism operators. That's why we push free education and free primary health care. What small country like Belize could have never escaped inflation. But that's why this government the push for people get land title and get house and opportunities for work. We will beat this cause PUP got one vision and one plan. In March, no knock your head like this one. Stay on track with the PUP.
I'm David Humes, this is Vanessa Humes. We own Libertad Cool Spot. Belize Bank save us a lot of time. Working with them, we can keep track exactly what we spend. We recommend Belize Bank 100% because we don't have to go to stand up in line and we can check on our account right from our house. Working with Belize Bank is the best.
Ideas say this document is revolutionary in spots. Daring. Some will say it's impossible, cannot be done. I say, watch we.
Well, we've been watching Minister Hyde. Plan Belize promised to improve the economy, but prices are only going up. Cost of living is through the roof. Exports are crashing. Meanwhile, Belizeans are still taxed to death under punishing pump prices. And what do we have to show for it? Promised a safer society, but innocent children are still being killed in the streets. Plan Belize promised to transform agriculture, but the PUP has allowed the importation of basic vegetables to be controlled by a well-connected cartel. Plan Belize? More like Plan B.
It's impossible, cannot be done.
This plan, I can't leave this plan. Smart Belize.
Hey there, smart thinkers. We're turbocharging your mobile experience with Smart's powered up postpaid plans. Imagine a world where your data speeds flows faster than ever. Well, guess what? We've cranked up the dial and unleashed the postpaid power of Smart's lightning fast LTE data on all our postpaid plans. That's right, no speed bumps, more data. It's like having a limitless highway of data speed at your fingertips. Whether you're a lone ranger with an individual plan or a squad rolling with a group plan, everyone gets to surf, stream, and share at enhanced full high-quality speed. Switch to Smart's powered-up postpaid plans today and ride the wave of postpaid power. Visit any Smart showroom or smart-bz.com for details and make your mobile experience smarter and faster. Smart, bringing people together.
I know I can't let this plan. I can't let this plan.
In Belize, there are 6,500 livestock producers. Together, they manage 200,000 head of cattle. Soon after entering office, the PUP government opened up the export of livestock. In 2023 alone, 40,000 head of cattle were sold to Mexico and Guatemala, generating $70 million in revenue. With the support of government, this revenue-generating industry will only grow year after year. These figures are important, but let's break it down. When the government supports its producers and finds sustainable markets for export, we improve the lives of our people. We build stronger communities. We grow our economy. We develop our country. It's as simple as that. And that is what good governance is all about. On March 6th, let us continue to move forward together. Stay on track with the PUP.
The Belize Tourism Board has embarked on another endeavor towards cultural preservation and community development with the commitment of a multi-purpose center in San Jose Socots in Cayo District. The project was launched in collaboration with Cayo West Area Representative Jorge Espat in order to redefine the landscape of the Maya and Mestizo village of San Jose Socots. A groundbreaking ceremony was held on Friday, March 1st, where Jorge Espat spoke on the project's launch.
And history will continue in the village of San Jose Socots through the building of this multi-purpose building, and all of you residents and tour guides that at the end of the day it's of most benefit to all. Continuing to have a place where we will celebrate our activities, the festivals, weddings, meetings, trainings, and especially the day of San Jose Socots. This was the area and will continue to be the area where the village will celebrate its day. So this is history and continue to be history. 43 years, we are shy away of 20 days for the anniversary of this specific building, 43 years. And after that, we are going to bring a state-of-the-art building, something that this village really needs, something that will put Cayo West on the map as well, teaching all that is there to teach of our culture and heritage of this village and villagers. So, at the end of the day, I thank each and every one of you for the support that you all had given us.
The Belize Tourism Board has affirmed its commitment to developing areas throughout Belize in order to elevate their appeal in the hopes of boosting economic development and the preservation of Belize's culture. As part of this initiative, a multi-purpose center is to be constructed in San Jose Socots. A groundbreaking ceremony was held on Friday, March 1st, where Minister of Tourism and Diaspora Relations Anthony Mahler spoke about the importance of these projects beyond just the infrastructure.
The Cayo district is always among the top 3 destinations in the country, so it's very, very important for an industry that generated $1.2 billion, provides so many working opportunities for people, injects the foreign exchange that we get a lot of it. And so almost half of our economy is dependent on tourism. Now, for far too long, the infrastructure that supports tourism has been neglected. Multiple governments, not said a who or what, but they haven't looked at the physical product that we sell and say, all right, we need to inject some serious money into this product so that we can sell internationally. For most of it, it has been built organically. No planning, no zoning, no discipline, no structure. We have a beautiful area in San Pedro called Secret Beach. That's just chaotic. We have to corral that. You have Mountain Pine Ridge. Again, that poses some opportunities for us, but also some issues that we have to rectify and address as we move forward as disciplined and organized leaders, that we work every day to ensure that we make Belize a better place. So these projects that we're rolling out are just a part of the product building exercise and exercises that we have going on under the Ministry of Tourism and Diaspora Relations and the Belize Tourism Board. Now, a part of that, even though we have to fix the infrastructure, we have to continue to build our people. So training is important. We're going to launch some training initiatives on this side as well during the summer months. And so all of these things create a world-class tourism destination.
Up next, in tonight's episode of Sports Monday, Pick Stock Criterium takes over Central American Boulevard.
At Brothers Habet and Habet, we are proud to celebrate Women's Month. This year's theme is Inspire Inclusion, and we want to inspire the creativity of our women breaking barriers in the industry. That's why, for the entire month of March, we are offering all women a special 15% discount on all products store-wide. Whether you're a professional, a DIY enthusiast, or just looking to tackle home improvement projects, we have everything you need to get the job done and service that's second to none. So stop in, Call, inbox, email, or WhatsApp us today. Happy Women's Month from all of us at Brothers Habet and Habet.
In Dangriga, the heartbeat of our culture and community calls for a new direction. Meet Hubert A. Lucas, our mayoral candidate, a leader whose roots run deep in Dangriga's soil. Joining Hubert are 6 dedicated councillor candidates, united in their commitment to Dangriga. Frank Calis, Adeline Estero, Sidney Fajardo, Anthony Garbot, Stephen Laurie, and Dwayne Sampson. This team stands ready to tackle our most pressing challenges with innovative solutions. Vote the choice for great change. Vote UDP 7 on March 6.
I used to have to save my pennies until I get enough to pay.
This program helped me a lot by reducing the bill.
I said, thank you, Jesus, for being here, because they're considerate and they're really interested in senior citizens.
Meet the UDP Carousel team, led by Ricardo Rick Ake, a leader deeply rooted in Carousel's soil. His dynamic team of councillor candidates are Benjamin Acosta, Melanie Mena, Austin Pate, Shahira Sahia, Armando Veos, and Vilma Veos. In the face of big challenges, Rick Ake and the UDP team stand ready with real solutions. Vote UDP 7 on March 6.
Step and drop, 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 hey, beautiful, step and drop, 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 hey, beautiful, step and drop. Wanna talk about less crime, oh yes. Wanna talk about more jobs, oh yes. Free education, oh yes. In the institution, oh yes. First time not go not see me brothers and my sisters, yeah. Agriculture, food security, step and lock, yeah. Low income houses, yeah. Sports for the youth them. Together, hand in hand, listen to me, everyone. On the step and drop, step and drop, on the step and drop, step and drop, on the step and drop, step and drop, hey, beautiful, step and drop, on the step and drop, step and drop, on the step and drop, step and drop, on the step and drop, step and drop, hey, beautiful, step and drop. Think about a better belief for you and me. So just come out and vote for the PUP. So the step on top, give them all you got. So just come out together, hand in hand. Listen to me, everyone. Let's go!
I'm connected. Yo.
I'm connected.
We're connected.
Create the perfect broadband bundle that fits your style with Smart Connect. With the Junior Bundle, get 50% off your national calls and up to 6 gigabytes of data at no extra cost. Get postpaid added for an additional cost of only $25 with the Prime Bundle. Stay connected with unlimited smart-to-smart calls plus 6,300 megabytes of data and free international minutes. For the family, pay $28.13 more and get the Binge Watchers bundle with Netflix. This bundle gives you 4 profiles with unlimited streaming on multiple devices. Visit a showroom near you to sign up and personalize your own bundle combination with Smart Connect. Smart, bringing people together.
I dare say this document is revolutionary in spots. Daring. Some will say it's impossible, cannot be done. I say watch we.
Well, we've been watching Minister hide.
Plan Belize promised to improve the economy, but prices are only going up. Cost of living is through the roof. Exports are crashing. Meanwhile, Belizeans are still taxed to death under punishing pump prices. And what do we have to show for it? Plan Belize promised a safer society, but innocent children are still being killed in the streets. Plan Belize promised to transform agriculture, but the PUP has allowed the importation of basic vegetables to be controlled by a well-connected cartel. Plan Belize? More like Plan B.
It's impossible, cannot be done.
Good night and welcome to another edition of Sports Monday. I am your host, Paul Lopez. The Venice Belize Hurricanes displayed dominance on Friday night inside the Belize City Civic Center against the Bermudan Trojans. Hurricanes won their game against the Trojans by 33 points. The Hurricanes' entire starting five were good for double digits. The same was true for two of their bench players. Sidibe, the African Burama, played 18 minutes and finished the game with 16 points and 9 rebounds. Burama displayed dominance under the rim, especially in the third quarter. 2023 League MVP Victor Evans finished with 13 points and 10 rebounds, contributing the most rebounds for his team that night. Amar Ross, the three-point boss, played 22 minutes of this and finished with 16 points. He exited the game and went back to the locker room with an injury to his ankle. But soon enough, he returned and continued to play. Ross was 60% from the three-point line on Friday night. Off the bench, Marquise Cunningham was good for 14 points and 6 rebounds. For the Bermudan Trojans, Javon McKenzie was good for 15 points, and Dartavius Young finished with 14 points, leading their team in scoring, though they lost the game. After the match, we heard from the Hurricanes' lead scorers.
My teammates are looking for me, Rose and Vic, and Cooper. They're always looking for the big men. You know, when you run the floor, you get awarded with the ball. You know, and then sometimes I just come and play hard. You know, I just wanted to come out harder and then come out set a standard, because in the first half I got into too quick foul trouble, and I was mad about it. And in the third quarter, I said I'm just gonna come and play hard. If I fall out, I fall up, but I'm gonna come and play hard and go after it.
I mean, it's God. Honestly, like God has been here for me from the beginning. He's been here for me now. He's keeping me going through it. Like even my ankle getting rolled, like, you know, it's only Him that I still had the strength to play through that. Like, so honestly, I'm just thankful. I'm grateful. I'm blessed. Like, that's really all I can say.
Are you concerned any at all about the games coming up? You have a huge game on next week, Friday night, against the Belize City Defenders. Huge rivalry there.
Yeah. Well, I'll just put it like this. Y'all gonna see me play. There's no way I'm sitting out, so that's it. Y'all gonna see me play. I'm gonna figure it out.
From basketball, we take you to some football action in the William Dawson Peace Cup. This weekend, we were in Sandhill Village for the match between Kelly Street and Port FC. This one ended with 2-0 in favor of Kelly Street. Here is how those goals played out. In the 8th minute of the game, Port FC's goalkeeper kicked the ball to his teammate on the right. That player kicked the ball towards his teammate near the goal. Number 8 for Kelly Street applied pressure on the goalkeeper, leading to a turnover and placing Kelly Street's number 10 in position to score the team's first goal of the match. A costly error there for Port FC. The second goal of the match came at the 71st minute. Good defensive presence and offensive strategy placed number 10 on top of the penalty box to receive the pass. He missed kick, but his teammate was in front of the goal to save the play and make the goal. As we said, Kelly Street won that match. And finally for tonight, we bring you some highlights from the Pickstock Criterium on Sunday in Belize City. This race followed the Bermudan Cycling Classic that was held earlier in the day and won by Wasani Castro. In the Pickstock Criterium, elite riders raced along the Central American Boulevard from the Palote roundabout to the Han roundabout and back for 25 laps. 4 laps into the race, and a small gap has been opened by a group of 7 riders as they made their way past around the pelote roundabout. 11 laps in, and the lead has been cut down from 7 to 4 riders. Among them are Byron Pope, Greg Lovell, and Derek Chavarria. With 8 laps remaining, a group of 7 riders led by Devontae Bennett is working to bridge that long-standing gap. With 6 laps remaining, Wasani Castro and Giovanni Lovell breaks away from the chase pack and presses in an attempt to bridge that gap. 3 laps remaining, and Wasani Castro has taken the lead in this one as his efforts pay off. At the finish line is Giovanni Lovell in first place, followed closely by Wasani Castro in second. Well, that's all we have for you in tonight's coverage of Sports Monday. Catch you in the next one.
And that's the news. Tonight's broadcast is available at channel5police.com, on our Facebook, and on YouTube. I'm Sabrina Daly. Thanks for joining us, and from all of us here at News 5,